Hi everyone, it's Charlotte here, and today's video is going to be about my organisation and the storage for all the guinea pig stuff. So I'm finally at the point where I'm happy with the organisation and the amount of stuff we have. I'm happy that I've downsized a lot of stuff and that everything but like a couple Christmas things like Christmas cozies are under this cage. So every single thing, medical, grooming, treats, food, hay, houses, wooden houses, hay stuff and pads and liners and all of that stuff is all under here, if you can believe it. So the cage is technically a 2x11 size CNC cage, so there's a fair bit of storage, and which is really useful. So everything's under here now and I'm really happy to show you. So I'm going to show you in this first part, which is where I mainly store their hay, and then in the back corner, which you can kind of see a little bit into, is a lot of their houses, their wooden houses, wooden kind of structures, all that bigger, heavier stuff that, you know, is a bit more awkward to store. So I've got all of that in the back there. Now you may see me pop into the frame a little bit just because I'm going to have to move the curtain because it won't go fully over. But in this corner just here, which is just outside of the cage, I have a standing like sweeper, dustpan and brush, and I use that to do the laminate, but also sometimes that longer brush is really useful to get into the back corner of the cage. So I use that a lot to sweep up that when I need to, especially when I'm cleaning them out. Okay, so I'm going to start with this side, which on the end here I just have some of our cleaning stuff. So I have a little mini dustpan and brush for when I sweep up the cage. Normally when I'm doing a spot clean though, I normally vacuum, so I find it a lot quicker and easier. And the guinea pigs get really excited when the vacuum cleaner comes out because they know it's either veggie time or it's treat time at night. So get very excited. Next got this disinfectant. It's not the disinfectant that is advertised on the front. It is actually an F10 disinfectant solution, which I will actually be doing a video about on how to dilute it and everything when I run out of this, because I think it's a fantastic disinfectant. It is very safe and it gets rid of fungal spores and all of that, and you can put it to whatever ratio you want it to, however strong you want it. And the last thing, it is super economical and it will last you ages, so I would highly recommend F10, and I will be obviously doing a video like I just said. Then just further down here we have some little CNC connectors. We have some cable ties, some blades to cut off the cable ties because I find them really hard to cut off when I want to, and scissors just don't do it. Then I've just got actually a little sticky little touch light, which I find is useful at night, but at the moment I've not got them fixed anyway because they keep falling off the wall with the sticky stuff. Then I've just got extra CNC connectors and our little play pen in the back, so that's just useful when I take them out for floor time. Then just beside all of that you can see this big bale of hay, which is a 9.5 kilo bag from Hay for Pets, and it's the Ings type, and my pigs absolutely love this hay, so that's where I store it. It's a bit of a lumpy situation, but the bag is always open at the top to let it breathe out. Then in the back there I've actually got another bale of hay that I tried and I really don't like it, and I'm wanting to get rid of it because it's just awful. So I won't mention what hay that is, but so in the back there, which you might be able to see, I'll move you a little bit closer. In the back there is just a jumble of houses at the moment because of that big bale of hay I need, which is just around the corner there. I just need to get rid of that, and then I'll have a lot more space to organise this section. So we've got a little bed structure there as well, which again obviously needs to be moved back. We've got a little treat bag of Alfalfa King Timothy hay, which I got for Finley's birthday, and I like to get it every now and again and give them a treat because it's so lovely and green. I can get a view on it. Just beside all those houses and structures and the hay, I have the little unit, which is a 3-drawer unit, and I've had this for ages and I just adapted it to fit under here and to store new things. So we've got their container of pellets, which is their daily pellets, and I have their little scoop in there, And this is Oxbow. This is the Oxbow Cafe Cuisine, and this is, I just have it out here because it's easier to give it to them in the morning, and so I have that there. I'll move it out of the way just for now because then I can show you all the drawers. Then on the top one, I have it all labelled as well. So this one says Piggy Treats, and it's got some Guinea Pig Weekly stickers on it, which I think is really, really cute. And I'll just bring the drawer down because otherwise I feel you're not going to be able to see it very well. So in there I've just got a container which is on its side at the moment because it can't fit upright, and it's just got a lot of forages and things like that in it. We've got even more forages. We've got an open one there. We've got what were vitamin C tablets, but we've run out. We've just got some little treats in there, which are from the Woodlands range. They're all going to get excited because they're going to think they're getting treats. These are their nightly treats that I give them, and they are the Bet IQ nib block treats, I think. Again, this used to be the urinary support tablets, but I need to get some more of those. But that's that. And then we have the grooming and medical, and again it's got a Guinea Pig Weekly sticker on it. So in this one we've got some critical care right in the back. We've got some puppy pads which I use sometimes for doing floor time because it's just easier to clear up. Then we've got a range of different shampoos. So we have Night Oil from when we had the antifungal actually, and this one is from Malicet from fungal infection. That's a Lice and Easy shampoo. We do also have a Posh and Go shampoo, which is for the long hair guinea pigs from Gorgeous Guineas, and that's in the other room, I think, in the bathroom. Then we've got some coconut oil because I find coconut oil is really, really good for dry skin. And I use it quite a lot on Daphne because she does suffer with dry skin on her ears and her back feet, one foot in particular. And it's no fungal, it's no skin-like issue, it's just that she's got really dry skin. I think it's something that happens because of her fur type, because she's a curly breed, she's a long carrier, and her hair is quite coarse and dry. So I think it dries her out a lot. But anyway, so I get the coconut oil every so often and use that. We've just got some random like other little medical bits. This is like a little magnifying glass actually for when I had the fungal. This is the F10 solution which I was talking about before, and they come in, this is the smallest size and they come in bigger ones, but I will do a more in-depth video about that, but that's really useful. Then we have just a pill crusher, we have little syringes and measuring cups because it's always useful to have those type of things. Then we have their grooming kit, which is just full of brushes. It's also got some aloe vera soothe gel, which is from Gorgeous Guineas again, in like just to soothe their skin. And this is the F&M ointment from Gorgeous Guineas, and I would highly recommend this. This is what I use mainly on Daphne's skin, but I use the coconut oil as well because I think that's a really good cheaper version probably as well. It lasts longer. But that's all of that. So that's got brushes, nail clippers, scissors, and all of that. Especially if you've got long hairs, you need an extensive grooming kit, and that's definitely one of those. Then the last drawer doesn't really relate to the other two, but it was really the only place I could put them, and I've downsized these again a lot, so I just tilt the camera so you can see better. But these are plushies, so these are just all stuffed animals, and as you can see, they're pretty stuffed in there. So we've got a lot of different types to go with different themes and stuff, and the guinea pigs really do enjoy snuggling up to these and moving them around and stuff, so I like to give them to them. But I have downsized this quite a lot because before it was just getting a bit ridiculous, like most of my fleece stuff really. So we've got that, and then just beside, let's just move the camera, we've got our weighing, we've got some sellotape for some reason. We've got another one of these little lights, which I do think helps light things up, especially at night if I'm looking for stuff. So I've got one of those. Then that was our original plan actually for the cage. But I've got a pen because it's always useful to have a pen when you're doing weights. I've got a weighing scale, which I need to get a new one of these because it is a bit dicky, I have to say. Sometimes I have to push the battery in weirdly to get it working. Then we've got our Guinea Pig Weekly notebook, and I've got a few of these in other colours for backups for when we run out of this one. So this has got all of the information and if they have any special needs and stuff, and I'll probably do another video actually on their weights and care guide and stuff, but this has got all their weights from before and after, so I always like to do that on a regular basis to check if they're losing weight, because that is one of the first signs of illness in guinea pigs. So I'm going to put the sellotape back in for some reason. So that is their weighing bowl as well, and it's actually a baking bowl, but I saw it in TK Maxx and it was like a couple of quid, and it was really, really cute. It's ceramic and it's a nice heavy duty bowl to weigh them on. So the next section, which leads on from the medical side over here, is a mix. It's starting to turn to the fleece stuff, and it's got some toys as well. So again, you might see me in shot, but there you go. In this bucket we've got, again, it's labelled and it says toys and enrichment. So this has got a bunch of different toys, and it's just really got all of their kind of natural wooden and all of their chewable toys really. So this has got a bunch of different stuff, Playtime Little Creations, and a lot of it has been well chewed now, so it's not looking its best. Then here we've actually got two 2x3 CNC pads. And then we've next got, which is really nicely folded, we've got my fleece blankets, like fleece fabrics. So these are all just literally fabrics. So these are fabrics that I put over the liners to do cage themes, because I find it's a much more economical way of doing it. It does technically take more time because you've got to fold it over the actual liner. However, it is so much cheaper, and you can get all these different prints and you don't have to worry about how much it's going to cost. You can just literally purchase the fabric and put it over your existing ones. So that's what I do, and I really recommend that to people, especially if you're on a budget. The next section we've got, in this one we've got bed pads. So this has got all types of pads. This has got little pads, this has got like little drip pads, this has got little bibs that I've used for extra decoration, cuddle cup pads, little extra beds, and all of that kind of stuff. So it's a mixture of pads, and it all goes in that, and it's quite full actually already. So there you go. But the next section, I'll just move that microfiber mat over. These, on the front here, we've got the square pads that I normally have. Now, a lot of them in the wash actually at the moment, but these are the extra like little 1x1 CNC grid pads. I've also got this Cozy Beds and Burrows hammock hanger with the spare cover for it. So I've got that there because I wasn't really sure where else to put it. I think I might end up putting it in with the wooden structures, but then I feel like I always forget it. So anyway, that's there. Then in the back, which hopefully you can see all right. Let me just check. Yeah, in the back there, we've got all of our bigger pads. So we've got, it's 1x2 pads to 2x2 pads really. So you may be wondering where my main liners are. My main liners are either in the cage or they're in the wash. So I never actually have to have room for storage for them. I had to quickly show you little Button because he's half asleep and he looks so cute. It's a little snowflake. Anyway, I'll get on to the last part of the organisation. Okay, so once again we're on the last section of the cage, and on the top here I've got a microfiber mat, which is a really big one, and I need to put it in to this. It's kind of easily got hard to put stuff in because of this extra bit on the top, so it's really difficult to actually access it, so I might be changing this up. But anyway, in there we've got house covers and microfiber mats. So house covers are the covers that cover the PVC pipe houses, which I've got a tutorial on, if I can get my words out. So that's mainly those, and then I've got extra little microfiber mats in there. So we've got also on the top here, which that is obviously in the bottom, and those just push back as well, so it makes it look a little bit less cluttered, I feel, when I do that. Then we've got these donut beds, and I made these donut beds actually over a year ago now. I might do a tutorial on them if you're interested. And I also like to just put a pad in the middle because it makes it obviously last longer, but they're not the best though. You have to hand sew a lot of the bottom, but the actual donut bed would be alright. I've got two of those, one in pink and one in purple. And then in the back here, in this one, this is a little cube that comes forward, and it actually has a lot of tunnels in this one. So we've got some tunnels there, another tunnel, and these are more of those roundy tunnels. So let me just pop it out. Just make sure you can see it okay. So we've got other tunnels, and then in there we've just got the flat tunnels, which are like foam ones. So I'll pull one out so you can see what I mean. But these are just those ones, so they're a bit misshapen actually from being in there. But those all just go in there. I think they go in really nicely, so I just put tunnels on top. Then the next section, as I have mentioned, all of our beds are down in this area. So I'm not going to go into loads and loads of details on the beds, but I'll just show you there. At the moment they look like they're in a mess, but they are actually meant to be organised somewhat. So I've got them normally on the side, or like kind of like in half, if you know what I like, kind of like flatten them, so I have a bit more room. And this is a snuggle sack, which is actually one of our only snuggle sacks. In the back we've got loads of cozies as well, and then in the front we've got cozies too. So we haven't actually got too many. Might look quite a lot, but for us this is a good downsize. This is probably about half of how many I had when we moved, so I've definitely got rid of a lot, and they're mainly going to Amy from Amy Pigs. So I hope her pigs will enjoy them, I'm sure they will. Then in this section above we have another cube, and this has again got a tunnel. So this has got a little Hello Kitty one, which we've got from our trade. And then we've got some foam houses. So these are my cozy caves, and I did a tutorial on these as well, and I actually did it with this one I think. But these are just like bits of foam, and then they've got an end on them, so they're like the tunnel, just a bigger version, and have an end. And the pigs really enjoy these as well. So I've got those, 4 of them in that, and then I have that tunnel on top because there's not enough room in the tunnel next to it. And if you're wondering, I also got those boxes from H&M a few years ago now, so I don't think they do the kitten ones, but they normally do quite cute little patterned little boxes. And then we have the last box, and this one has loads of cozy cubes, cuddle cups, that's what I meant. So this has got cuddle cups that I've made, most of them are. And so as you know, if you've watched my other videos, I do actually make cuddle cups, and I make them pre-made and sell them on my Facebook page. So if you are interested in getting cuddle cups, definitely go and check out what I have available. I'm actually going to be doing a lot of Christmas ones. I've got 3 different Christmas fabrics that I'm excited to make out of. This is a cuddle cup that is from the Piggy Lounge, and we've just got loads and loads of different cuddle cups. We've got some Christmas ones, because I had to keep those cuddly Christmas ones because those are so cute and they're so soft. And those are literally all cuddle cups, because that is our new favourite thing. That's really all of our organisation. What I'll do lastly, I'll just close all these curtains, and then I will do like an overview so you can see the actual organisation, where it is in relation to page, and see what it all looks like. So that's the overview. So that's where the hay was in that extra add-on bit, and then the boxes and the fleece pads and stuff, and then mainly the cozies and tunnels along this bit. But that's really it. So that's everything the pigs have, and other than what's in their cage and what's in the wash. But that's everything. So I hope you enjoyed this video and you took some inspiration from the storage, and yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. So thank you very much for watching, and I shall speak to you in my next one. Bye everyone.